So the team over at Man vs. Street went out and asked New Yorkers if Joe Biden should run again. I think some of these responses are definitely going to shock you guys, and we're going to unpack a handful of scenes in this video today. But before we do, you guys, welcome back to the channel. This video is sponsored by my friends over at Native Path. Huge shout out to them. We'll talk about them a little bit more in a bit. But let's go ahead and just jump right in.
They were asking people if they think Joe Biden should run for president again. And then, wait, what do you say? Wait, why?
Biden, we not jacking his old ass. He about to kick the bucket anyway. Get the out of here. Bring Trump.
Okay. Really quick, I do got to pause and say, if you guys want to check out the full video, I'll put that down in the description below, as always. And then also, Man vs. Street, they do a fantastic job. Make sure to go subscribe to them as well. Help those guys out.
I'm back. Gangster.
You think he'll make it to 2024?
No, that sneezed the wrong way. It's over for him.
And why do you like Trump?
Cause he gave us free bread.
You say that's he sneezes the wrong way and it's over for him.
What you mean by I like Trump? He gave everybody free bread. I need that. You talking about pandemic? You know what's up?
You mean like the stimmy checks?
Facts.
What do you use yours on?
I didn't use it. I wasn't here. I was tired. I missed it. Bring Trump back, please.
Okay. First of all, quick note. In my personal experience on the West Coast, incredibly common to find younger black men that love Donald Trump. Now, I'm not going to say that this is the best argument for loving Donald Trump because he's getting stimulus checks. However, the sad reality is a lot of people did like Donald Trump because of that. Whatever. That's not the only point that I hear from young black men, though. A lot of times they'll focus on the business aspect. They liked seeing a stronger leader that was more economy focused, more business focused, and they liked seeing that. A lot of these people, they tend to be younger entrepreneurs, or at least they want to be, and they see that as being incredibly attractive for basically a president of the United States. That would just be my interpretation of it and from what I've heard from people, but it's not uncommon at all to find younger black men that love Donald Trump and absolutely despise Joe Biden. They keep it as real as possible. And when you're being honest with yourself and you look at Joe Biden speak, it's tough to be convinced, otherwise.
You guys think Joe Biden should run for president again?
No, he's too old. Too old. He's a little old.
He's kind of old.
Yeah, we've been getting that a lot. You think Joe Biden should run for president again?
If he's continent.
If he's what?
Continent.
What does that mean?
You don't know what continent means? If you're incontinent, then you shit your pants. If you're continent, then you don't shit your pants.
I think a lot of us just learned a new word right there. I would have said the same thing. What do you, like what? I have never heard anybody say that about Joe Biden. Pretty good word. Pretty clever.
So you think Joe Biden's his pants now? He's wearing like diapers?
No, I don't think that. You asked me if he should run, if he feels well, if he's feeling good, yeah.
Yeah, you might think that a little bit if you're the one that brought that up. I don't know.
Yeah, he's doing all right.
Have you watched him lately?
Have I watched him lately? Yeah, I watched the news, yeah.
Do you think he feels okay?
Yeah.
Liar. Sometimes when you're interviewing people, they'll make it pretty clear their stance, like him bringing that up, right? Why would he bring that up if he was very confident in Joe Biden? And a lot of times they'll kind of know that they're on camera. You'll ask them that final question, and they'll just kind of go with what they think is the safer bet. Now, I could be totally wrong here, but that situation, I just kind of interpret that way. Maybe it's not his true feelings. He's just saying it for the camera just because what he just said prior doesn't really make sense.
One of our sources here that we talked to before you guys said that Joe Biden might be shitting his pants, so.
I mean, yeah, because the way people are saying is that they're most likely going to go Trump for the next election.
I think Trump will win again.
Yeah.
Why do you think so?
Everyone loves him. And I think everyone expected like something new to happen when Joe Biden came to office, and nothing really has happened.
All right, everyone, let's take a few moments to talk about today's sponsor. It is summertime, and you're probably hitting the gym, or hopefully hitting the gym. And if you're like most folks, you probably started to notice some joint pain or bone-on-bone pain. The reason for this is not just your age, it's actually linked to reduced collagen levels in your body. By your 30s, natural collagen levels start to decrease by about 1.5% each year. That's why supplementing with collagen protein is the most important thing you can do to maintain strong joints and bones. It is proven to accelerate tissue recovery, minimize wrinkles, enhance hair follicle thickness, and promote joint strength and pain-free motion, which again is crucial if you're being active. Honestly, who wouldn't want to have more collagen collagen when it does all this. And here's the good news. Right now, when you go to stopboneonbone.com/Klug, you can stock up on native path collagen at up to 55% off today. That's stopboneonbone.com/Klug. If you're on the fence about it, I encourage you to look into the benefits of collagen. I will put a link down in the description below, you guys. Let's get back into the video.
And I think everyone expected like something new to happen when Joe Biden came to office, and nothing really has happened.
I think the media drove people insane. The media drove people insane when they were cranking that volume to 11 every single day for every single day that he was in office. People were going nuts. They just wanted it to change. A lot of people felt this way. I think Trump's tweets and stuff maybe didn't help that much. I personally love them. I found them to be the most entertaining thing on Twitter, but a lot of people didn't like him. And especially when it comes to the independent voters, they're not that big of fans on Donald Trump. That's going to be one of his biggest challenges leading into 2024 is getting them to hop on board with him. But what did I just say about these younger men? I was actually just talking about young black men, but still a lot of young men too. They liked the leadership. They liked having a stronger leader for the country a lot more than what they're seeing right now. Maybe people started to really change their minds around Joe Biden's third fall. But I would say a lot of people wanted something to change, and things are getting worse.
It's not even like he's really the president anyways, right? The guy's a fucking idiot. I just have no fucking faith. He legitimately has like brain issues. He's like old. You can tell when he talks. He's not like there mentally. I don't even think this guy wanted to run for president. I think he just like had to in their eyes. So they're like, yeah, let's put this guy here.
Like I said, I mean, I think after the third fall, people are they're just done with it. No level of media having the guy that they want. No level of, the political elite trying to say that everything's okay. Don't worry about it. Because the media is not cranking the volume up to 11. If Joe Biden was a Republican, he would have already been impeached just because the cognitive decline is incredibly clear to people. But how crazy is that? Because even with all of that, even with Hollywood, even with all these cheerleaders having their guy in office, it's not working out that well. And I've mentioned this in previous videos, but it is really that Emperor's New Clothes kind of feeling here, where the media, celebrities, everyone's saying how amazing Joe Biden is, how great it is. And the Emperor's New Clothes, it's everyone saying how amazing his new clothes are. And then a child that hasn't been indoctrinated just says, you're not wearing clothes, you're naked. Why is everyone cheering for this guy? Kind of the same thing happening here. People are just seeing the cognitive decline, and that is cutting through the propaganda. That is cutting through the BS because it's so obvious to so many people. Next guy.
I'll take an old guy on his way out any day over like certain recent presidents. I think the most important thing is suppressing far-right fascism.
Okay, so we found a cult member. My first reason for saying that is because this guy subscribes to the ideology of not mentioning Donald Trump's name. A lot of these far left activists have a sort of rule where it's he who shall not be named. So right there, he avoided Donald Trump's name and he said the previous presidents.
This isn't like a good time for like far left ideals right now. I think it's like suppress far right fascism, white supremacy.
Far-right fascism, right. Authoritarianism. The people that want to centralize government, corporations, etc., that's the right wing. Even though Joe Biden is actually, he is the greatest centralizer of power in the federal government in probably American history. I always think the people that buy into this narrative, I always just find it hilarious because they have no clue what fascism is. They have no clue what side is more in favor of taking guns, cracking down on free speech. I mean, Joe Biden literally created a ministry of truth. Also, he's bypassed Congress on multiple occasions, including, we'll just give one example of the federal vaccine mandate, using OSHA to do that. A lot of people forget that they were basically threatening to bankrupt every single business that had employees that were refusing to get the vaccine. If I was here for this scene right here, I definitely would have asked him to define fascism for me, to tell me what that is, so we could better have that conversation. Obviously, it's a shorter video, so the Man vs. Street crew is not digging into that, but I would have just had to hear him try his best to define fascism for me.
Who do you like?
DeSantis.
What do you like about DeSantis?
He's a naval hero. He's doing good for his state. Florida's a tough state to
I can't believe we're seeing these responses in New York. But obviously more of a conservative guy. And this is not an uncommon response that I hear from people. People love DeSantis, though he is still trailing behind Donald Trump by minimum 20, 30 points in some polls.
Deal with.
No, absolutely not. The economy is failing pretty horribly, and gas prices are crazy, and that might not be entirely his fault, but I would like to see some of those things addressed.
You like Kamala Harris?
She's okay. I think she'd be better than Joe.
Does it get like one step worse with Kamala Harris?
Yeah, I mean, dude, they're not even like real people. Like, fucking Kamala Harris was like screaming how she like used to listen, like smoke weed and listen to Tupac in college. And then, like, they just do the math, and it's like she wasn't even in college when Tupac was, like, making music. It's like, dude, what is wrong? These people aren't even real. The other side they put up against them is going to be just as bad, so.
He's obviously not a fan. Okay, really quick, we'll address what he's talking about there in just a second. But when it comes to Kamala Harris, the black community does not have Kamala Harris's back. They do not like her, and she's wildly unpopular. She would not do better than Joe Biden. She absolutely would not. She's not popular among minorities. She's not popular among many Democrats. People just find her condescending, annoying, fake. Not going to work out for her. But to address what he's talking about right there, actually, about the whole Tupac thing. First of all, obviously, you can listen to Tupac at any time. But what he was really getting at, actually, is a controversial video of Kamala Harris on a podcast just being incredibly disingenuous and not personable. So we have a tweet right here from leftist Ian Sams. What he says doesn't really matter that much. Let's check out this video.
What do you listen to? Because I know she has to go. So what does Kamala Harris listen to?
What were you listening to when you was high? What was on? What song was it?
Oh my goodness! Oh yeah, definitely Snoop. Tupac for sure.
What do you listen to now? What's your favorite hip hop artist now? What's your favorite artist?
You know, who I really love is Cardi B.
You like Cardi B?
I really do.
Okay.
I really do.
She saw a poll with her demographic that votes for her or votes, far left or would consider voting for her, and that's why she picked that. Like, these people are just robots, and that's kind of the main point of what that guy was getting at. People just talking about how absolutely fake this person is. Does she laugh? Am I going to torture you guys with a laugh? Let's see.
Just jokes. Sometimes I just turn on Be Careful of Me.
That's your favorite.
All right, I'm sorry to ruin everyone's day. Anyways, that's more of what he's getting at. I don't know what he was talking about with the conspiracy there or something. Maybe there was some conspiracy. I think people just think that she's incredibly disingenuous, and most people can see through that crap there. Like, obviously, she's not listening to Tupac, Snoop Dogg. This is a fake person pretending to be super, super hip and cool on a podcast. So that was the criticism that he was talking about right there. Anyways, you guys, if you want to check out this full video, I'll put a link down in the description below. Let me know what you thought about this video. I think the responses are pretty shocking. This is New York City. It actually directly reflects my experience going to Los Angeles and Hollywood, talking to people about Joe Biden. People just really are not very excited about Joe Biden. And I think possibly, maybe there's a bit of tides turning there. After the election, they kind of looked around and realized, maybe the adults are not actually back in charge. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe for more videos and hit that bell notification button so you're notified next time I post. And I'll catch you guys all in the next video.